Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. Tons of NBA games going on right now, but I had to hop in here and get this video done because we got Week 18 NFL, and we got a real good one here. Basically a division championship, Titans Jags. Let's go.
Welcome to The Source. The Source. Source. Hey, get the Source.
All right, Tennessee on the road in Jacksonville here. The line is Jacksonville -6.5. Published about even, but look at all this sharp money on the Titans early. 95% of the money on Tennessee as of Tuesday morning. But the money does not stay on Tennessee for long. In fact, now we're looking at 54% of the money on the Jags. Line never moves. We're still looking at Jags -6.5 as of Friday night late. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, then you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the model, the line for this game should be Jags -1.33. So we're looking at a full 5-point lean towards Tennessee here. So let's break down this matchup, and we'll start with Joshua Dobbs playing quarterback. I know a lot of people are looking at that like, wow, third string quarterback, and they're forming all these opinions like, oh, we gotta fade him, third string quarterback. But technically, he's the second string quarterback. Malik Willis' stats through 3 games, just 51% completions, 234 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 20% sack rate, 20%. Just 4.8 yards per pass attempt. Joshua Dobbs in just 1 start, 232 yards, 51.3% completions, 5.9 yards per pass attempt, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and just 5.1% sack rate, a quarter of the sack rate of Malik Willis. Joshua Dobbs, after 1 start, has just 2 less passing yards than Malik Willis does through 3 starts. Not to mention, Dobbs was up against Dallas. Malik Willis played Houston twice and Kansas City. So there's no question that Joshua Dobbs is more equipped to play quarterback at the NFL level than Malik Willis right now. By the way, that's not a big deal. They drafted Malik Willis to be a project, so this isn't like, oh, Malik Willis is a bust. Way too early to say that. But anyway, why don't we rattle off a few trends here. Tennessee has basically owned Jacksonville recently. They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 trips to Jacksonville. They're also 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 games against the Jags. Not to mention, Derrick Henry's numbers against Jacksonville also looking really nice. 141.6 rushing yards per game, 6.6 yards per carry, and 1.9 touchdowns per game. That's in his last 7 matchups against the Jags. In fact, the only time the Jags have beaten the Titans in the last 3 years was their last game last month. They won 36-22, but they only outgained Tennessee by about 50-60 yards, and Derrick Henry fumbled 3 times in that game. So we get it, we've covered it, we've established it. Tennessee just owns this Jacksonville franchise. But that was the old Jags, because this new Jags team seems to be just breaking all the molds. Jacksonville has now won 4 games in a row, averaging over 31 points a game in that span. Not to mention, in their last 2 games, they held their opponents to just 3 points each time. Granted, it was against Houston and the New York Jets, but still, let's tip our hats to the defense. Get this, in the last 3 weeks, the Jags are 2nd in the NFL in run defense DVOA, allowing just 3.7 yards per carry. Now again, 2 of those games were against the Jets and the Texans, but still, seeing Jacksonville has been playing good defense against the run, heading into this huge game against Derrick Henry and the Titans, definitely something you'd like to see if you're a Jags fan. Another positive for Jacksonville, Travis Etienne seems to be back. If you remember, like weeks 5 through 9, it was looking like he was going to be that dude and have a monster season. Kind of disappeared for a few weeks there, but here we are in the last 3 weeks. Etienne, 108, 88, 103 rushing yards. And that's going to be huge. That's a huge question mark here. It's going to be interesting to see if Etienne can put up those kind of numbers against the Titans defense. Keep in mind, despite all the injuries, despite all the ugly games we've seen from the Titans, this team still, to this day, still has the #1 rated run defense in the NFL, allowing just 3.4 yards a carry on the season. Anyone who has watched Jacksonville Jaguars football this year knows how big of a factor Travis Etienne is, because yeah, Trevor Lawrence has taken a big step forward this year. He looks great. Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, even Evan Engram coming on. They're getting all the press. But if you watch the Jags play, you know that Travis Etienne can take this offense from a pretty good offense to an elite offense. If the Titans defense are able to make Travis Etienne a non-factor, which they've done to opposing running backs all season, then I think the Jags offense can really struggle in this game. Speaking of the Titans defense, we all know they've been riddled with injuries, but there's a bunch of names coming back. Ready? Basham's practicing. Jeffrey Simmons is practicing. Danico Autry, that's huge. Christian Fulton's practicing. Monty Hooker's practicing. Dylan Cole's practicing. These are all names that haven't been in the lineup in recent weeks. Also, Tennessee is getting their starting right tackle back on offense. So just because you see Joshua Dobbs at quarterback doesn't mean you're going to see the same battered Tennessee Titans roster that you saw last week. The Titans are coming to win. They're coming in with confidence, and I think this 6.5 point spread is kind of disrespectful to them, which is why I'm definitely taking the points. I'm on the Titans here. Give me Tennessee plus 6.5. I'm also going to place a small side bet on Jacksonville team total under 23.5. You can get that at minus 115 on DraftKings as I'm recording. If anything changes with those two bets, I'll post it up on Twitter, so give me a follow there if you want. Also, if you want the final tickets, the bet of the day, parlays of the day, that kind of stuff that me and the staff put out for all sports, head over to KyleKirms.com or download the Sauce Network app. All right, it's NFL Week 18. It's here already. The season flew by. Still plenty of value on the board, even though there's a lot of meaningless games. We should be able to put together a green weekend, I hope. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you on Twitter.